If you were offered $100 million, would you dare to eat shit? Most people would probably be like me, under the temptation of money, forcing themselves to swallow it despite the stench. In fact, this is a game with no moral bottom line. As long as you complete 13 tasks, you can obtain $100 million. The game has 3 rules. You cannot quit halfway. You cannot let anyone discover the game. You cannot investigate who is behind it. Otherwise, the game will be terminated. That day, I had just been fired when I received a call from a stranger. The voice on the phone said, as long as I joined a game, I could get $100 million. For someone who had nothing left, it was a huge temptation. They told me to pick up a newspaper from the ground and kill a fly with it, and I would immediately receive $10,000. The moment I smashed the fly, a text message showed 10,000 had been credited. Then the phone rang again. The second task was to make me eat the fly in my hand, so I could receive $50,000. Even though it was disgusting, under the temptation of money, I still swallowed it. Soon a message showed $50,000 had arrived. After that, the phone rang again. He told me that after 11 more levels, I would get 100 million. I shouted in excitement, so I went to the office and beat up the manager I couldn't stand, then walked out of the company without looking back. The third task was to make 3 children cry. The moment I pushed one of the kids down, something awkward happened. Not only did the child not cry, he actually started playing with me while playing. I accidentally figured out how to make children cry by taking away their toys. I successfully completed the third task. Next, I robbed a homeless man of his money, because the fourth task was to take all of a homeless man's money. Soon I received the fifth task, but this one made me want to quit, because in this round I had to, in a 5-star hotel, eat shit with a knife and fork. I wanted to give up, but all the accumulated money would be wiped out. Faced with the temptation of money, I chose to pick up the spoon, and in the end forced myself to eat it all. I won $500,000 in this round. When I reached the 6th level, I had to fight a thug on a bus and find the clue to the 7th level on him. Then I arrived at the 7th level. The task was to rescue an old man who had fallen into a well for 10 days within 10 minutes. Before I even climbed down, I smelled a strong stench of decay, but I still jumped in, tied the corpse to my body, and climbed back up before the countdown ended. That night, I ran into my ex-girlfriend and her boyfriend. Feeling dejected, I was about to leave when I received the 8th task. It told me to pick up chair number 8 and hit a person wearing number 8, and my ex-girlfriend's boyfriend happened to be number 8. I swung the chair and smashed it down, then beat him brutally. After that, I began the 9th task. In a hospital full of police, find a mentally unstable old man and push him out and safely send him home. We arrived at a small rundown house. Following the old man's request, I hung up a wire clothesline. While tightening it, I cut my finger. This made me feel something was wrong. I followed the sharp wire to inspect it. It turned out the wire was stretched across a main road. At that moment, several young people were racing motorcycles down that road.